The K-Catcher just redeemed Blow High for 300 points.
Hello. Welcome everybody to Friday Night Dorf and Chill. I hope you've all had a good week. It was a little less stressful for me than last week, let's just say that. As evidenced by the fact I'm awake when my stream is supposed to be starting and not asleep. So that's good. Of course, no raid from Ophelia this week, so we'll get on to that. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Matcha Catcher. Thank you for redeeming a bird's foot trefoil. Welcome, Battle of Britain. Thank you for redeeming a meadow vetchling. Hello, Harry. Thank you for redeeming a muskmallow. Hello, Pomegranates. I still love your name. Thank you for redeeming a creeping sankfoil. Creeping sankfoil is very similar to Tormentil, but it has 5 petals, not 4. If you imagine that, but with 5 petals, that's what you've just redeemed. Hello, LT Bago. You have a bristly ox tongue, and I don't mean you personally. I'm sure your tongue is very nice and smooth. But yeah, that's your flower of the day. Welcome in, Mudstuff. Thank you for redeeming an ivy-leaved toadflax. And hello to Ophelia, also receiving an ivy-leaved toadflax. What are the odds? You two are flower buddies today. I was just about to say, last week Ophelia raided into me, which is the usual way round that our streams work on a Friday. She's typically live from about 4 p.m. However, as many of you will know, Ophelia plays Snail Simulator on her stream, which is a lovely little slow game about being a snail, which I think is a great sort of background game for chatty streams. And it has a content update coming out today, and there is a sort of community event, sort of party of sort in the game, which will be happening at midnight my time, so in about 4 hours. But the content update itself is releasing before that, so quite soon, I think, in like an hour's time. Therefore, Ophelia is going to be doing a one-off late stream in order to participate in that event, and we will do our usual dorf, and then we will raid into Ophelia's stream. And I do encourage you all to head over there, not just to see the game Snail Simulator, but also I have a feeling there might be something special to show. Okay, Ophelia says, no, they changed it. The official release will now only be about 30 minutes before the event. Okay, sorry. So yes, it is still releasing today. You could get an early release there. Well, either way, our stream is going till midnight, and at midnight we will raid Ophelia, and there will be some Snail Simulator content, and I will probably hop into the game myself at that point and see if I can track down Ophelia's snail, and also if I can track down the new content. So I won't spoil anything. But the dev has added something, a sort of personal touch into the game for Ophelia, which is a really, really kind thing to do. And I'm really... It's great to see devs who are so supportive of their community. So, yes, just letting you know that if you're in a time zone where you can stay up for another 4 hours, that is what will be happening after the stream. Congrats on being awake, says T-Bago. Pomegranate says, glad you like my name, it brings me a lot of joy too. Thank you. Thank you. Ophelia says, yeah, it could get an early release, but you'd still have to update and people could not join, so you might just do some chatting and snail through the current version. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so Ophelia will be going live in about an hour's time. We will not be heading over there straight away. We will be doing some dwarfing first. But we will raid there. We should raid there roughly when the community event starts, so that should work out quite nicely. Here is a shout out. Don't forget, she also has amazing emotes. Ophelia says, yes, it is rather late. Also, I'm pretty tired. Yes, I understand that. Yes, this is not your normal stream time, that's for sure. But it is a one-off. Anyway, I had some redemptions that I've been ignoring. We have Blow High from Matcha, we have Show Outfit from Teabag, and we have Drink Water from the Average Sleeper. Welcome in, the Average Sleeper. Nice to have you here. I have drunk some water. And I encourage everybody else to also stay hydrated. Ophelia says, depends how much time I spend in all my friends' streams and procrastinate on preparations. Yes, well, much as I love to have you here, you are more than welcome to go and prepare for your own stream. I will not mind at all. By the way, thank you to Mandiology and Tyler Starkis for following a few hours ago. I think somebody shouted me out in another stream. If either of you are here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the Dorf that we will be playing very shortly. Hello also to Elfie and Ren. Thank you both for redeeming your flowers of the day. You have respectively an Enchanter's Nightshade and a Bulbous Buttercup. I do like the name Bulbous Buttercup, and they are bulbous. That's why they're called. Oh dear, everybody's flower collection is getting big now. We're into the 30s of flowers. You're going to be starting your own nature reserves soon at this rate. Let me go and fetch the Blow High, shall I? Ophelia says, also, hello everyone I have not greeted personally. I see you, I wave at you, and I'm happy to see you all. Yes. Thank you, Ophelia. I am also happy to see everybody. Even those I have not greeted personally. Anyone who does the Flower of the Day redeem, I will greet personally. Obviously, if you're lurking, I won't call you out by name, but you are most welcome here. Shark time. Boop. Yeah. I'm better at clockwise spins than I am at counterclockwise spins, apparently. I almost fell over then. Pomegranate says, love the outfit, obsessed with the skirt. Thank you. Yes, I have my pink outfit today. Skirt is pink and white and blue, which seems appropriate for a trans person, I guess. Don't worry, I'm not going to fall and hit the shelf, I promise. Do not attempt at home any of the stunts which you see on this programme. They were attempted by trained professionals. Do not attempt to go spinny without first speaking to a licensed gender therapist. Thank you, Ophelia. Thank you. This is Blowhigh. He is soft and cuddly and we love him. And he will be accompanying me on my dorf journey. Speaking of which, shall we play some dorf, everybody? Oh. Ren is lurking and working. Thank you, Ren, for being here regardless. Oh, and for redeeming your flower. Oh, I hope you don't have to work too much longer. I wondered when you'd show up, Pro Stoic. Amazing streamer though you are, you're not in my good books at the moment on account of you threatened to eat my shark. I will have you know that Blowhigh is my most treasured possession. You can have my shark when you pry him from my cold dead hands. But thank you for being here anyway, Pro Stoic. Pomegranate says pink is the best colour. I personally like purple the best, but pink is also good. Okay, I am caught up with my redeems. Let us do some dwarfing. So I did do a little bit of off-stream dwarfing since our previous stream. I'm trying to time it so that I finish dwarf right when I have to stop doing my Friday streams for the summer because I'll be botanizing instead. So that is likely to be the end of April or beginning of May. And I think if I do, say, 20,000 points a stream every week till then that will more or less work out. So I may do more or less off-stream dwarfing just to balance things out so that we hit the 1,000,000 on my last Friday stream. Wow, a raid from Rooney. Welcome in, Rooney. I hope you are having a good day. Sorry I haven't been able to drop by your stream today. I have been working. But thank you for raiding with your party of 8 viewers. I think a shout out to you is in order. Thank you, T-Baggo. Welcome in to Harry Green, Otto the Potato, and Ophelia, at least half of whom were already here, but thank you anyway. It is so good to have you all here. And Rooney, how was your stream? What were you doing? Were you doing more Dragon Age? Your dice dice randomized Dragon Age playthrough that you're doing. I can't explain the technical side of it, but that's what you've been doing. Ophelia says, "Hi Emma and chat, haven't seen you in so long, I missed you." I know, Ophelia, I've missed you too. I'm so glad you're here again. Rooney is a bit tired. We can tell, Rooney, we can tell. I'm glad you've had a good day, and I hope the weekend is kind to you also. If you need to head off, don't worry, that is absolutely fine. I do love that emote, Otto. Thank you for sharing that. Dragon Age with dice, nothing terrible happened today. That's good, because you never know with dice rolls. I hope everybody has been blessing the dice in chat for you. Let us offer Rooney some high rolls there. There we go. So yeah, I have been doing a little bit of off-stream dwarfing, and I decided to park things at 844,000, which is not a particularly round number, but never mind. I still have my overlay up from Fez, and the chat is in the way of the stats, so let's put things over this side again so that people can see. I know some of my viewers take an interest in these numbers here, or at least one of my viewers does. Possibly two, you never know. Yeah, we will get right into it, and hopefully we can get to around 860,000 today. And then 80, 90, and then that would be 7 more streams, which will be 7 more weeks, which is going to be about right to hit the million on the last stream, which is good. Hello, Liari, my favourite penguin. I hope you are doing well. Welcome in. Welcome to Friday Night Dorf and Chill. I hope you are having a good week. Thank you for redeeming a yellow archangel. Also, I keep meaning to fix these things before stream and I never do. The bot is not actually subscribed, so it doesn't say it's emote, but I need to give it a follower emote so that it can say it. Pomegranate says crazy massive dwarf. Yes, it is getting quite big now. I think you have seen this one before, but it might have been at around 800,000, so it's 5% bigger than it was last time you saw it. Liari says, favourite is he not here? Now then, Liari, you know very well that you're both my favourite penguins. I could not possibly choose between you, that would be mean. Otto says, that's not a dwarf, it's a Stadt. You are quite correct, Otto. Also, I probably pronounced that wrong, in which case I apologise. Well, we're getting off to a great start here. I can't find anywhere to put this tile. But yes, Stadt Romantic is not released yet, Otto. That's the sequel to this game, where you build entire cities out of hexagons. That I'm sure the devs will start working on any day now. They are, supposedly the devs are working on something, but I'm not sure what or when it will be released, or if it will be something that appeals to Dorf fans or not. Ophelia says it is a lot less chaotic than my map, though I do hope by the time I get to that many points it will be less chaotic. It might just get worse, actually. Yeah, some parts of my map are chaotic. The rail section is definitely a bit chaotic. Like, this is not a smooth edge by any means. The parts that are nicely organised are the parts that are easy to organise, like the parts with only one type of tile, one type of item on the tile. They're easy to organise because everything fits to everything else. Then I have these areas that are just sort of a mess and holes that I can't fill in. But yes, and your dwarf, Ophelia, I think has a certain charm to it. And it is a big dwarf. I think anything over 100,000 qualifies as a big dwarf. And I definitely think you're at the point where it can go forever. Rooney, you're going to lurk and chill and get some food. No problem, Rooney. Thank you once again for the raid, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Look, Ophelia, it's your favourite tile, a field quest. To be honest, I agree with you about not thinking the graphics for the fields are very good. I don't mind getting the tiles because I have this area to put them in, but yeah. They're a bit flat and boring, aren't they? Also, like if this was being blown by the wind, all the lines should be pointing in the same direction, but they're not. Ophelia says, I am not worried about it ending, but I am worried about the mess. Don't worry, Ophelia. Nobody will judge you for having an untidy dwarf. I'm sure it is not at all reflective of your real life tidiness, which I'm sure is impeccable. You don't have any dedicated areas, it's all just completely mixed. It does kind of represent the state of my brain in any part of my life. Oh, Ophelia, no, don't be so harsh on yourself, Ophelia. You managed to climb the stairway to Sneven. That requires at least 46 hours of planning and doing something. It's okay, Ophelia. We all have our struggles. And on the list of things you should be worried about, the tidiness of your dorf is quite low down on the list, I promise. It is not something you should be worrying about. No one wants a spiky door. I mean, Ophelia's dwarf is not particularly spiky. It's just, as you say, where I've done this sort of wedge arrangement with dedicated areas for different tile types. She hasn't done that, but myself and T-Bago used to watch another dwarf streamer who doesn't stream anymore, who had an absolutely enormous dwarf. I think it was like 2.5 million points. And that wasn't arranged like this. That was arranged in a sort of spiral formation. So there's definitely no right way to play the game. Ophelia says, I'm not saying I don't achieve things, I'm just saying I do have a tendency to create chaos. Well, maybe. But that's okay. Speaking of chaos, where on earth am I going to put this tile? Close, but no. One thing I do like is having all of the same type of quest together. If only so I can do that thing I did a few streams ago where I complete 20 quests at once and get a whole bunch of tiles from it. Gonna be a while before I complete any of these though. Tiago says, it seems our mutual friend has been once again dwarfing. She's up to 2.7 million. Okay. Well, it's nice to hear that she's still playing dwarf. Yes, she doesn't stream anymore, but good. If she's playing dwarf, then she's probably doing well, which is nice to hear. I should be building. Yeah, I should be building this railway because it does still have 5 quests attached to it. I'd like to close this railway off at some point because there are flags on it. That might be a bit of a challenge. see. I'm always, whenever I see a tile that's just field, I always want to put it in my field area, but I need to start closing off some of these holes as well, so let's actually put it here. Hello Izzy the penguin, my favourite penguin, welcome in, hope you're doing well. Thank you for redeeming a Heath Milkwort. Lovely, lovely, intense bright blue flower, that one. Not really found in Somerset. It's one little corner of Somerset with some chalk where you find it. Really, really lovely colour, that one. Pomegranate says, I want to play Dorf, but I can't find my Switch. Oh no! I take it you don't have the PC version then. You have the Switch version. Pom? I actually don't have any consoles newer than the mid-90s. And the one I have from the mid-90s, I don't have any way to hook it up to my stream. So sometimes I feel like I'm not a real gamer for not having having consoles, but you know, all the games I want to play are available on PC. As I say, I mostly play puzzle games. So. It hasn't been an issue for me so far. Okay, I finally have this tile that I wanted. Not like that. This tile to fill in this gap. We can start building this back out again. T-Bago says, in the meantime, the #1 classic player has also been dwarfing. They are at 8,723,720. I wish I had as much free time as they apparently do. Well, if we're lucky, we might get to 10% of that at some point. Pom says, I don't have the PC version. No, I have an ancient laptop that I call my Sims machine because that's the only thing I do on it because it can't handle anything else. Yeah, fair enough. Dorf is not inherently demanding in terms of graphics and so on, but when your Dorf starts to get to this size, it does get a bit laggy if you don't have a powerful machine, so I understand that. Ophelia says, since when is PC gaming not real gaming? What even is real gaming? Who defines that? No, I absolutely agree. Ophelia, PC gaming is definitely real gaming. I say that as a PC gamer. All I mean is sometimes I feel like, you know, if I'm not just a gamer but a streamer, and you know, so I'm playing games as a thing, if you like, rather than just a form of entertainment. I sometimes feel like, oh, you know, I should have all these different consoles and all these games to play, but yeah, I am strictly a PC gamer, so when a console exclusive comes out, I'm just not going to play it, and that's fine. As I say, puzzle games mostly available for PC. That's all I'm really interested in for streaming purposes. I do play other things off stream. You found your charger! Hooray! I take it you'll be having a dwarfing session then, Pom? How is the nowhere good for this tile of all things? I suppose here is actually fine. Ophelia says there are so many PC games. When would you have time to also play the console games? This is true, yes. I'm certainly never going to run out of games to play, especially not now I have a viewer redeem option. which has quite a backlog now, including Snail Simulator, in fact. Speaking of which, we did manage to finish, or at least not 100%, but we completed a playthrough of Fez on last week's Sunday stream, which, by the way, was amazing. Thank you to everybody who dropped by to support me in that stream on my birthday. Which means this Sunday will be a new game. I'm not going to do Snail Simulator yet, although it is on the list. I did consider today whether I should switch over to Snail Simulator, but me and Ophelia do share a lot of our viewers, especially on Dorf days, and probably don't need to both be doing a Snail Simulator launch stream, so I will let Ophelia handle that and I will do some Dorfing. But we do have a range of games lined up.
Wow,
and
Plays just followed.
Thank you, Wow I Plays, for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week, and if not, hope the weekend is better for you. We are just doing a little bit of casual dwarfing in this game. Dwarf Romantic, one of my favourite ever games. We are playing classic mode, hoping to get 1,000,000 points. We won't get there this stream, but maybe in the next couple of months. I'm planning one stream a week, and I'm thinking late April, early May, we might get to 1,000,000 points. So, I Plays says, hello, love this game. I'm so glad to hear that. It's a really, really relaxing game. It's good for chill out streams. I play it on every Friday because it's it's relaxing, and I've just had a long week at work, and it's a good way to unwind. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoy my content, I'm here every Friday, Saturday and Sunday, starting at around 4 PM Eastern Time. Sorry, 3 PM Eastern Time, 8 PM UK time. And I mostly play puzzle games. Fridays are always Dorf days. Saturdays, the moment is Infinifactory. Sunday we just finished Fez, which was a cosy little puzzle platformer. And it is my viewer request day. And yes, as I was just saying, I think this week I'm going to start Cosmic Express on my Sunday game, on my Sunday stream. So that is a game made by the creators of A Monster's Expedition, which I just finished and thoroughly enjoyed. So I have good feelings about it. Those games are hard, but they are fulfilling when you can solve the puzzles. So hopefully that goes well. Hello, Pleblu. Thank you for the shrimp check. I am probably a little bit shrimped. I don't know if anyone's ever tried to hold a blowhigh whilst playing computer games, but it's not so much holding it; it's holding it and having it clearly visible on the camera. Okay, I think I have unshrimped Tableau. Thank you for the reminder. Well, Plays sounds like a good choice for today. Yes, I'm happy with how things have worked out in that regard. Okay, this is my designated place to put blank tiles, as you can see. I assume WoW Plays. Sorry. I shouldn't be calling you WoW Plays. There's an I in there. I could call you Wow, or Plays, or I. I assume you're seeing my map for the first time. I do sort of try to have a system to it. You can see I've got all the fields here, and field plus houses here, and house plus forest over here, and so on. But that system breaks down as soon as railways get involved, and then it's just a mess. I am planning to play Classic Road until I get 1,000,000 points, after which I think I'll probably say that's enough classic dwarfing, but I will continue to return to the game on stream every so often to try out each month's monthly challenge, and maybe I'll give hard mode another stab at some point. Now that Luke has proved you can have 100% perfect infinite hard mode run, I feel like I could do better than the 30,000 I've managed so far. So yeah, we might be revisiting that as well. Okay, I think much as I'm reluctant to place a tile that isn't 100% perfect, I don't think there is a tile that has a railway going in one end and just a tree. And even if there is, I think I'd be waiting inordinately long for it. So I'm going to stick that there. This is not a 100% perfect playthrough. It is a 95.6% perfect playthrough, which is pretty good. But 100% perfect is possible and has been done by Luke and by others. I did start a run that I thought had the potential to be 100% perfect, but I never got very far with it. I kept accidentally placing non-perfect tiles and not noticing, which was the main problem. Like that, for example, is not a perfect. Why did I put that there? Yeah, I literally don't have anywhere other than here, which would be silly because it's not connected to the big town, and then I'd have to make 4,461 more houses. I think, yeah, instead I'm going to put it here. Start a new row. T-Bago says, not going for #1 classic then. No. So at the moment, I'm getting probably about 20,000 points a stream. But I'm sure if I shut up and played instead of talking a bit more, I could make that more like 30,000, let's say. So if we say that to get #1 classic, I would need... well, this is the thing. By the time I get there, the #1 will have moved on. So let's say I need like 8.5 million to get there, and 30,000 per stream. So that would be 5.5 years of Friday night Dorf streams. If I streamed for 4 hours a day every day, it would still take me almost a year to reach that that score. So yeah, well, it is content. I don't know if it's content that anyone would want to watch. Much as I appreciate everyone's support here, and I'm sure some of you would watch me no matter what I put out, I do want to keep things a little more varied than that. Because I'm sure eventually most of you would get bored. Time to get working. Mancha said, what in comparison could be as tall as your tile stack? That's an interesting point, Matcha. Yeah, I have 1,130 tiles. It'd be interesting to work out how tall a stack of 1,130 dwarf tiles would be if we were using the real-life dwarf game. I suppose I could figure that out. I do have the real-life dwarf game. Yeah, let's just pause the gameplay one moment. Well, first of all, for those of you who haven't seen it before, there is a board game version of Dorf Romantic. There's actually 2 board game versions of Dorf Romantic. There's the original, which is what I have here, which is either a single-player game or a co-op game. And there's also a 2-player version, like a competitive version. But that's not been released in English yet. It's available in German, I believe. Much like the computer game, it has hexagonal tiles. So there's a stack of 10 of the game tiles, and it's about 2 centimeters thick. So yeah, they're about 2 millimeters thick, the tiles. So yeah, my stack of 1,130 in the game would be equivalent to basically a floor-to-ceiling stack of these real game tiles. Now, the game doesn't come with that many tiles, so I can't actually visualise that for you in real life unless I bought another 9 copies of the game, which I don't think I'll do. But there we are. There's your random bit of maths for the day. There is a quest here. Not sure I've got much chance of linking it to the rest of my forest, which is all the way over there. But we will at least try to match its edges. I knew there was somewhere I needed a tile like that. Debago says, in the real world, assuming the tiles are topsoil, the stack would be... yes, between that and that. Okay, so about 200 meters tall. Yes, I suppose if you were translating this to a real life piece of land, then yes. This stack would be quite a terrifying sight, especially if it had houses on top of it. Today we've decided to visualise our dorf in numbers for some reason, which is nice. LT Bago says, I wish this was the egg potato game, referring to a monster's expedition. And you could have said, you did the math, you did the monster math. Yes. Very nice, Debago, very nice. There are, not Cosmic Express, but there are other games by the same developer that feature the little monster guy from Monsters Expedition. So you may have that opportunity in future, Debago, if we decide to play one of those games. Well, yes, unfortunately that joke doesn't work if you say maths instead of math. Doing the monster maths is not quite the same thing, sadly. We're very, very close to finishing this quest. Wondering where I want to put this tile. Maybe here. This is an interesting little area I've made. I sort of, for whatever reason, decided that what I was trying to do was make my water area more organised. So water plus trees goes here, water plus fields goes here, water plus houses goes here. But of course, some river tiles have more than one tile type on them, so that you still end up with a mess. But I've got some lovely waterfront property here available. This is the expensive part of town, I think. Although these guys are sort of stuck on an island, and although there's a conveniently placed station here, there's no railways coming out of it, so you would have to travel by boat all the way up here until you got to this station, and then you could hop on a train. But you could only get to this water and then go here and hop on a train, and then you could finally get onto the railway. So yeah, transport in Dorf is a nightmare. I would never want to actually live here, at least not if I wanted to commute. You just hope there's no flooding, says Debug. Yes, that is very true. This does look a bit like a low-lying floodplain that would disappear entirely at the first sign of heavy rainfall, taking with it most of these houses. That just says, assuming every one of the 1130 tiles had a tree averaging 50 feet, that would be 17 kilometers of trees, high enough to reach the stratosphere. Thank you, Matcha, for that fascinating piece of information. And I'm not being sarcastic there. That is actually quite interesting. That is a lot of trees, I guess. I'm not sure what the average trees per dwarf tile is. Some of them obviously have loads, and some have none at all. So the average will be somewhere between none and loads. I need to finish this field quest, don't I? So we're going to start a new row. I have this sort of little separate area of field. You can see it very, very nearly joins on to the main field area. This gap here, which almost looks like it should count as a connection, is all that's keeping this area from joining on to the rest of the fields. This is where I put my fixed size field quests. This is where I put my big field quests. Hello, Mike Theroni, welcome in. Thank you for the wiggles. Mike Theroni is something of a legend in this stream, and you need only look at the green icon next to his name to see why. Very, very, very generous gifter of subscriptions, for which I am eternally grateful. Also just an average dude. Also an average dude who streams, by the way. Just throwing that out there. If you ever feel like watching somebody playing video games with a colander on their head, then Mike Theroni is the stream for you. I don't know. Have you claimed religious exemption in order to get that on your driver's license? Look into it. But welcome in, Mike. We are dorfing and chilling this evening. Didn't know this game's tiles got that big. Well, the tiles stay the same size, but yes, I do have rather a lot of them now, and I have rather a big dorf. As you can see, it's getting quite extensive. Would you believe that the number one score on the leaderboard is actually 10 times the size of this one? So, people out there have been doing a lot of dorfing. This is only number 452 on the leaderboard. Mike Clarone says, I'm a bit ill at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. I hope you get better soon. I really do. Struggling to eat, no appetite. Only ate once yesterday, no food today yet. Oh, I mean, I know you're American, but that's still, yeah, that's late in the day with no food. Oh dear. Everybody hugs for Mike Clarone. Right, Clarone here, if I can press the right button. Here are some hugs for you. There. I do hope you feel better soon. I'm very, very, very much appreciated here. And as I say, your streams are also fun. I usually don't manage to catch my streams because they're very late at night for me, but they are fun. Back to the cooking, that's no problem. And I do hope you manage to eat something soon, Mike, even if it's only a small thing. Enjoy your lurk, and I would say enjoy your weekend, but it sounds like you probably won't be. Hope things get better soon. At some point I'm going to start closing all this in as well, which could be an issue. LT Bago says, as you mentioned Mike Clarone gifting subs, you got a gift sub. Wow. Not from Mike Clarone, I assume. But that's some nice timing there. No, that would be very weird. Bagger says, what's stranger is I've never been in the channel I got a gift for. Okay. That can happen. If a channel with not many viewers gets a lot of gift subs. I know this from experience, thanks to Mike Clarone. So that could be what's happened. Either that or you like clicked on it once and watched it for 10 seconds and then never went back. I suppose it depends if it's your sort of streamer, really. Matcha Catcher says, average life of the top 1 classic mode Dorf player. Wake up and play Dorf. Breakfast, you have Dorf. For lunch, you had Dorf Romantic. For dinner, you had Kitten and Morphrod. And then you sleep by playing more Dorf. Okay, Izzy says if a channel has been on the active slot on your front page carousel, that counts as you having watched too. Interesting. Yeah, that does tend to only be big streams though. So yeah, certainly mine has never been on the front page carousel for anyone who hadn't viewed previously. So I think Twitch must have just picked subs at random when it ran out of viewers for me. But yeah, that's good to know, Izzy. That might explain a few weird gift subs I've gotten over the years. Dimago says it was not. It was a very shouty DJ playing one of the few types of music you dislike. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I know you you have very varied music tastes. I do know that about you. It'd be nice if I could get this tree to line up with this quest so that I can continue my rivers down here. We need a slightly different tile for that. Including saxophones with traffic cones. Yes, I did see that addition to the new memes channel on my Discord, which might be but better labelled as the Teabago channel at the moment. Teabago has been posting many memes. Very grateful to him for sharing them with us. Hello Y2J! Can't stay. I'm working on some editing right now, but I wanted to stop by and say hello and have a good stream. Well, thank you, Jeremy. That's very nice of you. Yes, I did see your announcement on your Discord, Y2J, that you're going to be working on some more video content as well as the streams. That's good to hear, and I'll be sure to engage with the algorithm on that one. Thank you for redeeming a woodruff and adding to your wildflower collection. Woodruff is a lovely little white flower with nice symmetrical octagonal leaves, 8 very distinctive leaves, all the same size around it. I will definitely have to show you a picture of that one at some point. Speaking of Discords, actually, if anybody is watching who is not already in my Discord, and would like to be in my Discord, then that's how you go in my Discord. There you can chat with fellow Emerald enthusiasts and get notifications of my streams. Y2J says, goodbye all, have a good day. Thank you, Y2J. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. And if you're streaming this weekend, I will try and drop by when I can. Where do you put this tile? This might be another gap that I have to close by just like sticking drain stations in it. In which case I'd like to leave a blank edge here. So this tile is no good there. Yeah, it's just one of these awkward tiles I haven't really got a good place for. Let's just start another row, that's okay. I don't need to worry about running out of tiles, I can just start new. I can pretty much put things wherever I want, it doesn't matter at this point. I might also have to compromise on this tile here. It's sort of been stuck like that for a bit now. Probably fill something in with this tile actually. Oh, yes. Yeah. Ooh. Glad I spotted this. Look at that for a nice fit. This is one of those tiles I thought I was never going to see. This gap has been here for so long, as you can tell by this this whole area of gap that's opened up because I couldn't fit this one tile in. That's satisfying. Now it becomes much easier to work my way out because I just need a tile with 2 forests on it and then I can continue. So that was a stroke of luck. Still waiting for a tile with a forest piece on it actually, so we won't go there. Let's just do that. That works. Another thing I haven't decided how to deal with yet is this quest. Because there's actually a rail tile on this edge, nothing will fit here unless it's got a sharp rail bend on it, or an end of rail. And I don't really want a railway here, but at some point I'll have to have one, otherwise this area is just never going to be able to grow. Elfie
55 underscore just redeemed show outfit for 300 points.
Elfie 55 underscore. Thank you for redeeming show outfit.
Elfie 55 underscore just redeemed blow high for 300 points.
I'm impressed that the text-to-speech says blowhigh correctly.
Elfie55_ just redeemed drink water for 100 points.
Because I haven't even put the circle on the A, but it says it correctly, which is. I'm guessing one of the AI developers was trans and programmed it to do that specifically. Thank you for the redeems, Elfie. Let me just put this tile somewhere. Which may be easier said than done. No, that works. We have show outfit, blowhigh, and drink water. Well, that's certainly a way to spend 700 channel points. Sorry, yes. I may have cheated the previous redeem out of a blowhigh because I put him down to get the dorf game out. But I think you got about 20 minutes of blowhigh, so we'll do a slightly extended blowhigh this time. Tibago says, try not to almost fail this time. Surely you want me to almost fail. What you don't want is for me to actually fail. If I almost fail, then that's more amusing for the viewers. Okay, I didn't actually put the dorf game away properly, so I'll do that first. Yes, I usually drink half a glass when that redeem comes round. Shark. LD Bagger says, I love the pink flowers in the dress match the top. Yes, that is why I have these two things together as an outfit. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Harry. Okay. You are going to sit here and watch my dorf. And let me know if I put a tile in the wrong place. Pom Pom says, I have ended up with a spiky dorf as usual. Well, you only just started playing, right? So, in the early game, it's impossible not to have a spiky dorf, because you're not at the stage where you have a place available for every tile. In order to have a smooth dorf, well, it's impossible to get a completely smooth dorf. Some people have got much closer than me, but the river and rail areas are never smooth. But yeah, to get to the point where your other tiles are mostly smooth like this, that takes a long time. You have to put up with some spikiness early on in your dorf. Although smoothness is definitely something to aspire to. If you have the opportunity to put a tile somewhere that makes it smooth, then it's usually a good idea. But yes, I'm sorry to hear about your spiky dorf. there will always be, well, there will always be railway pieces that don't fit anywhere. That's definitely a thing. Case in point. I suppose we'll put it here. I hope to get a piece that fits there at some point. Tibago says, do you think if I play songs 800% slower, they will get caught by DMCA? I don't know about 800%. I know that the Content ID system that YouTube has can handle things being slowed down or sped up. Whether it can handle them being slowed down or sped up that much, I don't know. Probably, to be honest. But also, 800%, I don't think your viewers would know what song it is either. At which point you might as well take something non-copyright and play it 800% slower, because you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Yours is spiky. Oh no, as Tibago says, no, not the spiky dwarf. Anything but the spiky dwarf. Pom, you could try playing the monthly mode. You can't really have a spiky dwarf in this month's monthly mode because you're constrained to build within a hexagon, so your final solution has to be hexagonal. So you can feel a little better about the spikiness then. If I do that, will I regret it? Possibly. I want to do something so that I can have a little bit of water in here, and then... dwarfing is hard. It's not, but I'll pretend it is. Let's do that. We can join it up at some point. You just keep getting particularly bad tiles. Yeah, I mean, so I think probably not all classic mode runs are possible to get 100% in. Sometimes you just get unlucky. You get a bad string of tiles when you're low on tiles, and sometimes, yeah, sometimes that just happens. You've not played this month's monthly? Well, it's very different to last month's, which was a tiny little area. This time it's a fairly big one, but it is still a fixed area. And the gimmick is that you get lots of rivers and rails. you get lots of the tiles that I've just been explaining are awkward. I'm not really selling it here. But yeah, that's this month's raid. Another raid, wow! Welcome
has
in.
raided with a party of 2 viewers.
Welcome in indeed to Dustin Dude and your party of 2 viewers. Dustin today was playing Getting Over It with, what's the guy's name? Bennett Foddy. I hope you managed to get over it, Dustin, or at least over some of it. Last time I looked, you were definitely getting... You beat the game! Congratulations, Dustin! I knew you could do it. Thank you, Teabago, for the shout out. Dustin has a fairly irregular stream schedule at the moment due to school commitments, but is a fun variety streamer. Plays a lot of word game related content, like we did some Scrabble speedruns at one point. But also just like whatever random games he's in the mood for. Makes YouTube videos as well sometimes. Definitely worth checking out. We are meanwhile playing our usual Friday night Dorf and Chill. I have decided to go for 1,000,000 points in Dorf, and I reckon at the rate I'm playing on these streams, if I do it once a week, I'll get there by about the end of April. So once I get to the 1,000,000 points, I'm going to retire Classic Mode Dorf, as I think we've probably seen enough of it by then. And I will continue to revisit Dorf every so often to try out monthly challenges, but the weekly stream on a Friday will be different games at that point. Hello Raider says yes. Well, I never know if 2 viewers means 2 raiders or 1 raider. All raids are very much appreciated. I think a tower with just houses on would be easy to place. I suppose it is actually quite there. Still waiting for these 2 tiles. Never seem to quite get the right one. Oh, did I? Forgot to change my camera back. Thank you for pointing that out, Dustin. I'm glad you're paying attention. Clearly nobody else is actually watching the stream. It's okay. Don't say anything, the lurkers will never know. We were definitely on the right camera the whole time. And you can't prove otherwise. Well, I just suppose you can. You can look at the VOD. Close up thinking Emma. Yeah, I'm not sure if close up thinking Emma is the content that people are here for. To be honest, I'm not sure what content people are here for. To be honest, I'm not sure people are here at all. I don't have my viewer number on. It could just be you and Dustin. You could all be bots. I don't know. Okay, there's a spot for this time. Yes, I had to switch my camera because people kept redeeming show outfit. And I feel like showing my outfit from this tiny box in the corner of the screen is not really getting your 300 channel points worth, so I always go full screen to do that. Dustin says your streams have been popping off lately. I mean, last week's stream was certainly successful. I think that everybody showed up because it was my birthday. I think that's all it was. Other than that, my viewers are actually down quite significantly since I stopped doing Scrabble, especially on Saturdays. But I stand by that decision, so you know, it is all fine. I never really expected to have this many viewers at all when I started streaming, so I don't really care one way or another, and I will continue to make content regardless, because I'm just playing games I would be playing anyway. I might not have gone all the way to 1,000,000 points if I was playing Dorf on my own, but you know, it's nice to set these goals on the stream and then reach them. And it's definitely something I enjoy, and it's definitely a good way to relax. So yeah, I'd probably be here, stream or no stream. Might as well have people watching me do it. Teabago. Izzy is in fact a bot. Yes, thank you for confirming, Izzy. I thought you were a penguin all this time. Teabago says, I'm not all here or there, I forget which. Well, Teabago, we appreciate you being here. And whatever fraction of you is here, we appreciate that it is. Do you think this game would be so much better without railways? They're just annoying. Nobody likes them. You know what? I'm just going to start a new railway down here. That solves it. Sort of. Pushes the problem further down the road. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Izzy. You are in fact a Pokemon. So you are a Steel type. I don't know enough about Pokemon to know what you're weak to, Izzy, but thank you for clarifying. If I ever find myself in the position where I have to do battle with you, I will be able to look up your stats. No railways, no fields. Well, no fields is more an Ophelia thing. I wouldn't want to steal the no fields meme from my fellow Dorf streamers. But it's not the gameplay of fields so much as the graphics of them, I think that's the problem. Gameplay wise, fields are just like trees and houses. Actually, no, the fields and houses are equivalent. Trees are actually better than fields for easier to place than fields for gameplay, because there's no such thing as a fixed size tree quests. All tree quests are like a plus quest. So it is actually easier to complete tree quests, which makes them better. Izzy says, weak to fighting, which is very accurate to me in real life. Me too, Izzy. Yes. I just like that fighting is a type in a game about battling Pokemon with each other. You can have a fighting type in your battle. Like, well, that's probably going to be quite good then. Immune to poison, though. Yes, you're immune to poison, Izzy. That could be very useful. To be honest, I think all trans people are weak to fighting. Once you, well, trans women anyway. Once you start hormone replacement, you definitely big decrease in strength. So makes sense. It's all coming together. Didn't I just see a piece where this would go? Where was I when I... yes, here. Yeah, so I just put this piece down, and now look, I can do this. Yay! Oops, did not mean to do that. So satisfying when you can place a tile that's completely surrounded by other tiles. Hopefully soon I'll be able to do that here. Do that, and just need a tile with 4 trees and a blank tile to go there. There's some nice emotes you have there. Teabag it. It always intrigues me what streams people follow. Like I see these emotes and then I go, nice emote. Not necessarily worth subscribing to someone for, but nice nonetheless. Where to put this? I never want to close off railways. I think that's part of the problem. I get a tile like this and I think, well, I don't want to close anything off. And if I start one, that just causes more problems. Oh well. Let's start one and cause more problems, shall we? I'm quite close to finishing some of these quests now, so we might be able to think about actually, yeah, we can think about closing this area off. So where is still open? Okay, there, there, and then this awkward junction here, and then these ends here. There's not many places that are still open on this railway. When an area gets too big to fit on the screen, it becomes difficult to figure out if you've closed it off or not. But yeah, let's work towards closing this off. So we just leave one main area open. Tibago says my emotes are fast disappearing. Tibago is very broken till Monday. Oh no, Tibago, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, you're not. I saw your modern hype train thing, and I just sort of assumed you were subbed, but you're not subbed at the moment. That's okay. I appreciate that. You will sub as soon as you are able. You have been very generous supporter of my channel. And I understand not everybody is able to afford it, and that is absolutely fine. It is never expected, only appreciated. Pom is also broke. I am sorry to hear that. Just keep closing this area. Payday isn't till 25th. Ah, yes. That would be an issue. My payday is like the end of the first week of the month or something like that. My employer changed it once because they were having cash flow issues. Used to be end of the month, and then they had to pay everyone late, and they've never gone back to the original payday. I want to put tiles towards this to finish the quests, but I don't want to start 4 new directions of railways. I'm going to put it there. That sub you got earlier has 19 sock-based emotes. Interesting. I think I only have one sock-based emote, which is Ophelia's, which is that one. I mean, some streams have memes and gimmicks to them. I think the only emote I have that qualifies, well, I suppose my flower emote's because I'm a botanist, but I think the only thing that really qualifies is the blowhigh. But I think if people watch the stream for more than a few minutes, they can figure out why that's an emote. Socks? I have no idea. Okay, I cannot use this quest here because it will just immediately fail. Well, I could use it here. Whether there's somewhere else that needs this shape tile. Because if I can't contribute to the quest, I might as well put it somewhere else. So yeah, we'll stick it there. And not worry about completing the quest. That is a lot of socks, Debago. That is for sure a lot of socks. As Easy says, blowhigh is friend for everyone, yes. But I don't mean I have the emote because I'm trans. I mean I have the emote because I have a blowhigh. I've also made it a follower emote for the time being, as Pom is demonstrating. I like to try and rotate my follower emotes, so there'll be different ones every week, so that my followers can get to use all of my emotes at some point or other, apart from the animated ones. There is so far no such thing as an animated follower emote. Pom says, I have stopped dwarfing for now. My spiky dwarf is still going, but my brain is too tired. Well, that's okay. I'm sure you'll be back for more dwarf soon enough, when your brain has had the chance to recuperate. Rago says, oh, so asking Pom something. Are you a tanuki enjoyer? This tile is annoying. Look how nice of a match that would be. I've got two fields opposite each other, two houses opposite each other, and I could have two trees opposite each other. But they're just not in the right order. It's the right pieces in the wrong order. That is frustrating. See if we can fit it somewhere else. Maybe not. Let's just start another row. Pom says, not particularly, but I do like them. Fair enough. So, are you a fan, Tibago? Oh, okay, because of Pom. Yes, well... I can see that. But so maybe they just like pomegranates. I don't know. Okay. House and field quests. Awkwardly placed. I need to connect to my big field because otherwise I'm never finishing it. I suppose here is fun, and then I just need to find that tile at some point. Hello, Jammy Man. Welcome back. Good to have you here. I hope your week has been good to you, and if not, I hope the weekend is better. The stream is going pretty well. We are continuing our classic mode Dorf Romantic Chill Out. Still aiming for 1 million points. We started on 844,000 today, and we're now at 854,000. So we are halfway to our goal, which is good progress. Pom Pom says, my name is Cora, which is Persephone's name before she became the queen of the underworld in Greek mythology. And you thought the play on Pom Pom with Persephone's sacred fruit was cute. Okay, that's some deep name lore there. I like it. I like it when people have put some thought into their names. And it's just really fun to say. Pomegranates. I do like it. Jimmy Man, thank you for redeeming your flower of the day, which is a lesser trefoil. Little yellow flowers. Some deep username lore, exactly. Although I could put this all water tile here, I'm trying to build my water quests, so I will wait. Sorry to deprive everyone of the satisfaction, but I will wait till I have a blank tile to put there. Still not the right tile to go there. It's very fun to say. I get a lot of cute reactions from streamers, which makes me happy. That's good. Yes, I do point out people's usernames when I like them. Jammy Man is quite a nice name as well. But yes, pomegranates is one of my favourite. One of my follows the other day was good as well. Who was that? Might have got pushed off by all the stuff from my Sunday stream. Yeah, I think it did. I forgot their name. I do apologise. Somebody with a nice name followed last week. Jammy says, thanks, I'm sorry I missed your birthday stream. Sounds like it was a party. It was good. It was just a normal stream in terms of gameplay. We had the concluding part of Fez. We did beat the game in the sense that we got to the credits. We didn't find all the secrets, but some of them are quite hard. But yes, I had a lot of support from many of my viewers, which was lovely. I don't know if anybody just heard a Discord noise then. My Discord should be muted at all times, and I don't know why it isn't. Like, not just on when I stream, but always. I don't like having a noise to ping me. There we go. Okay. Discord is silenced. Sorry about that. Yes, we had a lot of support, Jeremy, from many of my viewers, including the legendary Microni, who, as you can see from the gift subs leaderboard, has been rather generous recently. Yeah, well, that's why, you see, is not only is it annoying, but it makes everybody go and look at their Discord because they think they've been messaged. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, this Sunday's stream will be a new game. It is my viewer request stream, and the next viewer request I have is going to be Cosmic Express, which is another puzzle game by the makers of A Monster's Expedition, which we played recently and enjoyed a lot. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yes, Dustin, your redemption, in fact. Who suggested that? Well, let me go and check my redemption queue. 13 days ago. Choose game. Okay, fine, Cosmic Express, says Dustin Dude. Dustin Dude.
has cheered 5 bits high.
Thank you for cheering 5 bits high. Hi, Dustin. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 5 bits. Ooh, that can go there. That is very kind of you, Dustin. Every cheer means a lot to me. Look what we have here, everybody. The most satisfying moment in all of Dorf. When you get a perfect surrounded by more perfects. Let me replay that once more for everyone who missed it. Isn't that nice? Doesn't happen often. At least not in my Dorf. End piece. Aha, a blank tile. It's funny that this should come up just now, because I was just saying when we get one of those. This is not going to be perfect in every direction because there's no tile here yet, but it's still going to be satisfying. Always good to fill in the gaps. Sometimes you have to compromise and fill in the gaps imperfectly, but in this case, they were filled in perfectly, which is good. Do that. The bend here and join that up there. That should work. Says, how do you not get lost in your massive Dorf? Well, I have been playing it for, oh god, how much? 77 hours, so I sort of know where everything is at this point. But also, it was originally laid out with a logical pattern to it. Whether it still has one, I don't know. Let me take you on a tour of the edge of the Dorf. So over here we have all of our forest quests, and then this area is just forest tiles. Then we have tiles that are forest plus trees. Then we have tiles that are just house. Then we have tiles that are a mixture of everything and don't really fit anywhere else. Then we have field plus trees. Then we have fields only. Then we have field plus houses. Then we have another small area of all different types. Then we have the railway area, which is rather big because railways are a mess. And then we have the water area. I've sort of tried to subdivide the water area into water plus house, water plus field, and water plus tree, but it's easier said than done. And then the water plus tree merges back into the trees again. So yeah, when I see a tile like this, I kind of have two options with a tile like this. I can either put it in the water section, or because it has two types of tile on it, I might not want to use the water section because it can be difficult to connect up. In which case I can just put it in the tree and house section. When you have a little pond like this, so the tile below this tile, which has rivers on it, these straight channels of water, they have to be connected to other river tiles, so the edge of this has to connect to water. But this tile and the tile that's 3 from the top, so this bottom one here, they don't have to connect to water, they can also just connect to blank land. So I have the option of just putting this here and then surrounding it with blank land later on. If you look throughout these areas, you'll see these little scattered ponds that are resulting from doing that. So, and then I see this tile, I immediately know I need to go to my water area because it's water, and just find a good place to put it, like that, for example. So yeah, I can spend quite a long time hunting for the right tile sometimes, for the right place to put a tile. But I don't get lost. I know where everything is. We are very, very close to another quest here. Just one more tile after this one and we'll be there. Do that. And you have situations like this where you have a dedicated area for this type of tile, but this particular tile doesn't fit into a nice niche anywhere. And then you can just put it in a different area as long as it fits. Nobody's going to care. Okay, I have to be careful here. I just need 8 more for this quest, but because I've already got 6 here, and 1 here, I really need the half tile field, the field tile that looks like this one, which would just give me 1, and then that would complete that quest exactly. So I sort of have to save this spot now till I get that type. But that's okay. Always other spots available. Pom says your 4-year-old niece just coincidentally chose a lesbian flag coloured ice cream. And as her lesbian aunt, I'm very happy with her decision. Oh. Yes. Well, yes, obviously at that age they are not really forming a gender identity just yet. But in most cases. It's always nice when those coincidences happen. And as I'm sure you've realised, Pom, this is absolutely a LGBT friendly space, this channel. Yes, I'm just trying to think which flavours those are. I know vaguely what colours are on the lesbian flag. I'm just googling exactly which colours, because I know there's a red and I know there's a purplish pink. I'm just trying to think of the exact ice cream colours. Is it like raspberry, blackcurrant, and vanilla, or peach for the orange? Well, yeah, just call it lesbian ice cream. I'm sure sales will go through the roof. You're also confused on the flavour of red, pink, or... Yeah, well, this is the thing. I was trying to think which flavours those were that would go together. I mean, maybe they don't go together. Maybe your 4-year-old has just chosen flavours that were nice colours without thinking about the taste. But to be honest, I've never tried an ice cream flavour I didn't like, so... Any flavour is good flavour. Ooh, we have...
LT Bago just redeemed drink quarter for 100 points.
a redeem. And another one.
LT Bago just redeemed stretch for 100 points.
Ah, well, the bot's not going to be able to read that out.
LT Bago just redeemed read from botany book for 1000 points. Sweetheart, hitchhikers, cleavers, clivers, bedstraw.
Yeah. That one has a lot of names, Debago, and I don't know if you chose it because it has a lot of names, but good choice either way. You are quite right. We are 2 hours in. It is time for a break and a botany segment. Let me just place this tile. If I can find a place for it. Oh, there is fine actually. Well, there's a time limit to how long it will speak for, which I had to raise anyway because it was just stopping mid-sentence on my last stream. But it's probably best I don't allow it to speak for too long. Let's have a look at our stats. Oh, hang on. Whoops. We missed the 10,000 tile milestone, everyone. Apologies for that. But yes, we are now over 10,000 tiles placed. Just coming up to 857,000 points. Still 95.6% perfect. We've also completed over 400 quests now, so that's pretty nice. We should be able to get to 864 by the end of the stream, which is our goal. And yes, and 27. Sorry about that. If anybody was looking forward to the milestone, I apologise. Right, in no particular order, I need to drink, water, stretch, and botanise. I drunk all my water, so first thing I'm going to do is go and get some more water. Let's... Oh. Please do the... Okay. My stream has decided not to do its be right back message. I think I broke my overlay. It's supposed to say be right back, and I'm going to be right back. Yeah, I broke it again, sorry. What's going on here? When Emma is away, we wiggle all day. Yes, good point. People who are not here at the start of my stream might not have seen my start screen. Due to a bug which I refuse to fix, animated emotes run far too fast on my start screen, which means you can have some fun with them, as you can see. Anyway, sorry. Let's show off T-Bagger's wiggly emotes. There we go. They don't all move at the same speed. The problem is the overlay is a custom one that I made myself, and it runs every emote at 60 FPS, regardless of what FPS is actually in the GIF file. So for some emotes that's much too fast, for some it's only slightly too fast. Anyway, drink water was redeemed. Yes, indeed, look at all those wiggles. I know T-Baggo says he's running out of subs, but he's still got a good half dozen wiggle emotes there. And as for this guy, actually, what does he look like on the start screen? I think the screen is struggling over the they're trying to animate all these emotes. But yeah. We need to do a stretch and then a botany. Ooh. Not really sure why I go full screen for the stretches. People seem to enjoy watching me do them. So. Ow. 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 Using a mouse for 8 hours a day and then doing a 4-hour dorf stream, sorts of good to massage your wrists as well. Tibago says you do go wild with the stretches. Well, I believe that if a streamer is going to have a stretch redeem, they should commit to it. Like some streamers, you'll say stretch and they'll just like, and then stop. But I feel like my viewers deserve more than that. So I want to stretch properly. Even at this stretch you can't actually see the stretch, you can just see me pulling a face, but never mind. Oh, there we go. Right, botany time. El Tibago has redeemed cleavers. I know it as. The Latin name is Gallium aperine, but it is also known variously as Sweetheart, Hitchhikers, Cleavers, Clivers, Bedstraw, Small Goosegrass, Catchweed, Sticky Weed, Sticky Bob, Sticky Bud, Sticky Back, Sticky Molly, Robin Run the Hedge, Sticky Willy, Sticky Willow, Sticky Jack, Sticklejack, Gripgrass, Sticky Grass, Bobby Buttons, Whippy Sticks, and Velcro Plant. Welcome in Franny B, whose name popped up right as I was saying Sticky Willy, and I'm sure that's a coincidence. So this plant is a very, very, very common, widespread weed, which happens to be sticky. So generations of school children and many others pick a piece, stick it on the back of your friend, see how long it takes them to notice, etc. Franny B denies being a degen. Well, that's a relief, Franny. You'd never know from your streams. Let me throw a shout out in Franny's direction, because I don't think I've shouted them out on here before. Franny B. There we go. You were live earlier today. I did drop in briefly. You were playing, what was it again? Elden Ring? Yeah, Elden Ring. And on Wednesday they were playing Bluey the video game, but don't worry, they it was self-aware playing of it. I think they have a segment where they intentionally play bad games. So, yes, very fun streamer, great content, would recommend. Funny, well, apart from the saying Bluey was good. Palm also remembers sticky weed in school, yes. And you did pick up the abundance of names. Well, I've read out all the names, so you got your value for money with that one, or value for channel points. First of all, let me get up a picture of it. And the tricky part actually will be finding a picture with a flower on. So cleavers is a flowering plant and does have flowers like every other flowering plant. However, the flowers are really, really tiny and they're not out for very long. Most people will just know the leaves of the plant and not the flowers. Okay, here is one. Actually, this one is better because you can see more of the plant. There we go. Let us get the right camera for that, which is going to be that one. There you go. So yeah, you can see the many sticky hairs, mostly on the stalk of the plant, and you can also see the tiny little white flowers. Let's see what the book has to say about it. You hate the feel. Yeah, they do feel weird. I agree, Fanny. By the way, Fanny, I am in real life. I am a botanist, which is why I have this silly little segment where I tell you about plants every stream. I'm not sure if you've been here for one before, so just in case you were wondering. For 1,000 channel points, you can choose a plant, or if you prefer, just choose a random page in the book by page number. And I will read about it, and also talk about it if I know what it is, which I usually do. Okay, 756. Leave your fingers feeling horrible after you stick them to other people. Yeah, I see we have some familiarity with this plant in the stream. 7, 5. Oh, for God's sake. 756. The first page in this volume is 757. The last page in this volume. There we go. Okay. Cleavers. A scrambling annual herb of cultivated land, hedges, riverbanks, waysides, soil heaps and waste places. Also growing in more natural habitats such as scree, slopes and coastal shingle. It inhabits both tall herb and ruderal communities, thriving on very fertile soils. Its fruits are covered in burrs and are widely dispersed by mammals. It is a highly successful and abundant weed, especially in arable crops, and is probably increasing in abundance despite the use of species-specific agricultural herbicides. It is near ubiquitous at a 10-kilometre scale, and its overall range appears to be stable. So, not something that's in decline, but also not something that we particularly want around, I guess. But, the key part is thriving on very fertile soils. So there are a small number of plants in the wild in the UK which would not have been that common, like, prehistorically, but they do very, very well on very fertile soils, i.e. soils that have been treated with artificial fertilisers, which is most of the soil in the country nowadays. So things like cleavers, nettles, cow parsley, hogweed, all those, the plants that are everywhere in road verges and stuff, they all thrive on fertilised soil, rich soils. So I will show you a distribution map, but it's pretty much just going to be Britain and Ireland coloured in one colour. I like to show it anyway. One of the few plants that you can find absolutely everywhere, except the very, very peaks of the tallest mountains in Scotland and Wales, but everywhere else. And in a way that's useful. There are a few species like that. Stinging nettles are another. Annual meadow grass is another. They're good for gauging how well areas have been recorded, because you would expect to find them everywhere. So if you don't find them everywhere, that's a sign that the recording hasn't been very thorough. So here is the distribution map. So yeah, not found in the mountains of the Scottish Highlands, not found in the Welsh mountains. This area is more likely to be lack of recording, and certainly in Ireland, large-scale systematic recording in Ireland is much newer than it is in the UK. And really only since the 1960s has there been any systematic recording, and really only these two counties have been fully surveyed. So it will be in all these areas as well in central Ireland, but certainly it will be in Somerset. Tibago chiming in with some more information. The name Gallium comes from the Greek gala, which means milk, because the flowers were used to curdle milk to make cheese. Okay, that's interesting. So was that specifically the flowers of cleavers or the flowers of a different plant in the Gallium family? Because I feel like you've picked a plant with very small flowers to use the flowers of. Franny asks, are they in Coventry? I would think so. The only place in England that doesn't have them seems to be the Pennines and Dartmoor. Coventry is there. So, can I turn the transparency of this down slightly so that you can see the word Coventry? Yes, it is everywhere in Coventry. Is that where you're from, Franny? I've just realised I'm not logged in. I'm not logged in, so I'm not getting the highest resolution map. Let me redo that without showing you my login details. This is the 1 kilometre distribution. You are? Okay, well, I mean, yeah, we're not doxing you to say you're somewhere in Coventry. It's quite a big place. This is the recording at the 1 kilometre level, so you can see, although everywhere has some records, there are definitely places that are better recorded than others. and one of the best recorded places, not that I want to brag, but this area of North Somerset here, this brown blob that you can see here, that's mostly me. That's what I've been doing with my spare time for the last 4 years. So Cleavers is an example of a plant that makes it very clear who's been recording where. Another interesting feature you can see at this scale is, you see this suspiciously square looking area here. It's always suspicious when you see something like that because plants don't naturally grow in nice neat squares. But yes, this isn't in North Somerset, this is actually in South Gloucestershire. It's just north of Bristol. I know it's hard to tell with all the squares there, but yeah, Bristol is here. And the botanists who do South Gloucestershire, during the COVID pandemic, they decided, right, we're doing that bit. They pointed to a 10 by 10 kilometre grid square on the map and said, we're doing that bit. So now all the maps have this suspiciously square-shaped blob in them. If I was feeling particularly evil, I could go to Suffolk and I could you could record in an area that would spell out a word in the distribution map. I don't think anyone's ever tried it. It would take 2 years of surveys to spell out the word hello, and it would have to be an area nobody else had been to. No, botanists are far too serious to try anything like that. Anyway, thank you, T-Bago, for the reading. This book is very, very heavy. Even one volume of it is heavy. 2 volumes. Spell out subscribe to Gertrude. I don't think there's room. Maybe if I went the entire length of the county. And then as soon as somebody else did surveys, they'd ruin the pattern. Okay. Be careful with those books. It could fit sub to Gertrude. Well, yeah, it'd have to be twitch.tv/Gertrude. Yeah, slight book injury. The average age of botanists is quite a bit older than me, so a lot of them aren't going to know what streamers are, or what subscriptions are, what Twitch subscriptions are. So I don't think it would be very effective as an advertising tactic. I also don't want to have to move across the country just to do it. Okay, that was a nice little interlude. We shall now return to our dwarfing with the press of a button, or in fact the press of 2 buttons. We might cut things a little short tonight. We might go for 3.5 hours rather than the full 4 hours that I sometimes do. Because Ophelia is live already with Snail Simulator, so we can head in there at any time to catch this special Snail Simulator stream. For those of you who weren't here at the start, Snail Simulator is one of these sort of slow games, like a walking simulator type game, but you're a snail. Ophelia has been playing it a lot and has thoroughly enjoyed it. And there is a content update. There's a new version of the game dropping in about half an hour's time, I think, or maybe slightly longer, which has a bunch of new content, but in particular, the game dev has added a tribute to Ophelia as one of the main streamers of the game, which is a lovely thing to do, and something I think devs... I really love it when devs do that. So, she will be having a look at that on stream. So, there will then, starting at around midnight my time, be a community snail simulator event as well. I have not played Snail Simulator on stream yet. I do intend to at some point in the future. It has been redeemed as one of my game requests, so I sort of have to. But I'm not going to do it right now because obviously Ophelia is sort of... that's Ophelia's game. I don't want to have... Given that we share a lot of viewers, I don't want to have two Snail Simulator streamers going. But I will definitely do it in the future. We have clarification on the ice creams. Oh, and sorry, yes. Jamie says, I'm off to start my tutoring session. No one will ask for help, but I'm having fun working on a lesson in orbital mechanics for tomorrow. Yes, Jamie, you did post in my Discord that you were going to start tutoring streams, and that does sound very interesting. And I'll try to raid one at some point if I'm on when you are. And or catch one myself as well. But that is definitely sounds like a good thing to have for people studying those things. And yes, we have clarification on the ice cream flavour. The lesbian ice cream was sherbet flavoured. It was lesbian colours all mixed together in the one type of ice cream, not separate flavours. Okay, well, was it just a coincidence then that it was the lesbian flag, or was this a pride-themed ice cream shop and you could also buy rainbow sherbet and trans sherbet? Anyway, I'm glad to hear it was a nice flavour. Sherbet is something different in the UK. Sherbet like the colourful powders. Well, yeah, sherbet in the UK is a fizzy powder. But you could certainly have sherbet flavoured things. Yes, a lot of American-British differences come up in this stream. Especially when I go late enough that Americans start to show up. You hope it is a Pride-themed ice cream shop because you'd like to go there but you don't think it was. Yes, it's more likely it was just a coincidence with the colours. It's a nicer thought. I'm sure there is one somewhere in the world, in possibly slightly more tolerant area than where I live, but somewhere in the world there must be one. Well, this piece is no fun. Okay, I think it's time we start a new row on this area, so let's do that. Tom is heading to bed now. Bye, thank you for dropping in. Yes, it's getting late now for our European friends, although for those European friends who don't have to be anywhere tomorrow, we will have, yes, some late night Snail Simulator coming up over on Ophelia stream, which I will be in the game, and I will try and find Ophelia and find the new content, but I won't be streaming it. So if anyone else has the game, there is a community event tonight. For us, because Ophelia is European as well, but yeah, she decided to make an exception and do a late stream this time. Have to start new rows of houses on this side, possibly. I do like it if I can finish one entire complete row without having to start a second one, but it's just not always possible. Sometimes you have to make more of a mess with the rows. Still haven't decided what I'm doing about this train. I'm not placing 602 rails next to it, that's for sure. Wow, a raid!
Alice_Sits has raided with a party of 4 viewers.
Hello, Alice_Sits. Thank you for raiding with your party of 4 viewers. Welcome in no particular order, Alice, Zerfa M, Maddie the Baddie, and all your other raiders. Welcome. We sits. Hope you had a good stream, Alice. Thank you, T-Baggo, for doing that shout out. Let's just check what you were streaming, because I don't have a bot to do it for me yet. Sky Children of the Light. Okay, not familiar with that, but sounds interesting. Also, you had a big art stream on Wednesday. I know I did drop into that briefly. Hope you are doing okay, Alice. Hope you are having a good week, and if not, hope the weekend is better for you. Finally could return some support. Yes, so you're quite often not live this time of the day. You tend to stream earlier. So yes, it's lovely that you were able to do a raid. Very generous of you. And thank you once again for choosing me as your raid target. Zofa M in particular, I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome in. For anybody joining me for the first time, hello, my name is Emma. I stream every Friday, Saturday and Sunday, starting at around 3 PM Eastern Time or 8 PM UK time. I mostly play puzzle games. Right now, we're playing Dorf Romantic. I know Alice has played this before. I don't know if there are any other Dorf fans joining us. But I play many other puzzle games as well. Saturdays I currently am playing Infinifactory, which is hard but satisfying to solve the puzzles. And Sundays we've just finished Fez, which was a cozy puzzle platformer. And we are getting ready for a new game this Sunday. And Sundays is actually my viewer request slot, so if you keep watching and save up 10,000 channel points, you can request a game of your choice. Oh, T-Baggo apologising for missing Alice's stream. Yes, so T-Baggo has become an Alice enjoyer since I have been promoting her streams here, which is lovely. And yes, no need to apologise for missing the streams. Especially not when you're here, T-Baggo. Like you're already watching a Twitch stream. We can't be everywhere at once, much as we would like to be everywhere at once. It is not always possible. Apologies, this is mostly just scrolling around the map simulator at the moment. It's probably difficult to keep track of what's going on. Apologies if anyone feels dizzy. But I did want to get through a decent number of tiles today before we raid off. Alice says, you have a lovely community, it's been so nice to meet them through you. Well, thank you, Alice. Yes, I'm not sure. I know T-Bago and a couple of others have come to your channel while I've been there. I don't know if any others have dropped by outside of that. But yes, there are some very nice, generous people in my community, and I'm very grateful to have them. And they should all go and give Alice a follow. At the very least, drop a follow, check out her next stream, see if it's your sort of thing. If it isn't, then fine. But you know, at the very least, drop the follow, check it out next time she's live, see what you think. It can't hurt to try. That's how you discover new streamers, by doing that. This piece is proving awkward. Maybe there is okay. Lizzie did too, and probably others. You're forgetting because your memory is poor. Don't worry, Alice. Your memory is not poor at all. Emma has a sieve for a brain. Don't worry. I can't even remember what I was doing in my dorf from one stream to the next. There's another quest down here. What kind of quest is this? Oh, a water quest. Okay, that's got absolutely no chance of being completed. If only the game could put quests in the same places that I decide to put things, so that I could actually have some hope of completing them. But alas, no. Alice says this part of the map looks like spinach pizza. This has come up before, and it made me hungry, and it probably made me hungry again. Who was it who said the map looked like pizza? It might have been Verdsky, actually. Yeah, so this slice in particular, well, there's two things. One is the fact that I started at the middle and went out in wedges, so it looks a bit like slices of pizza. This is quite clearly cheese, and this is quite clearly cheese and tomato, and this is quite clearly got a bit of spinach on it. You could even say that the railway is a barbecue sauce. My only concern is, if a pizza had this colour on it, I probably wouldn't eat it. So, yeah, most of the pizza looks appetising. But the same can't be said for the water. You actually had pizza today. That sounds awesome, Alice. What flavour pizza did you have? Also, game... I can't tell if the stream is lagging or if the map is just getting so big that the game is lagging. But apologies if you see any lag. If you do, it's just sort of what happens when the map gets this big. It's going to get gradually worse and worse every stream, which is one reason why I've decided to call it quits when I get to 1 million. It's a nice milestone to end it off at. Do we finally have this piece? No, we do not. Not even close. Corn, onions, and extra cheese and garlic. That actually sounds really nice, Alice, and now I'm hungry. Might have to have a pizza tomorrow. We will see. Thank you for sharing with us. Sharing the anecdote, that is, not the pizza. You always have to jazz up your frozen pizzas with a ton of toppings. Alice, I am exactly the same. I also have to have a ton of toppings on my pizza. Debago, it is worth it for having pizza. Trust me. Trust me on this. It is worth it. And we have not have anyone being mean to Alice. Yes, Alice, you can be proud of it. Because it means you had pizza. Awkward rail pieces don't fit anywhere. We don't have to go to the station, we can just go around it. Looks like we're coming up to 860,000. We are getting there slowly, slowly but surely. What was that? Oh. Okay, sorry if anybody heard that noise. I thought I had Steam notifications turned off. Steam just telling me that there's a sale. Not going to buy anything now, Steam. Okay. Oh, I'm signed out of. I'm signed out of Steam Friends. Like, I don't get friend requests or chat messages or anything while I'm streaming. But I apparently still get the sale notifications. I'll have to fix that. Sorry about that noise. We've actually cleared all the quests from here now, which is nice. We've just got these fixed size quests left.
McKay Catcher just redeemed drink quarter for 100 points.
McKay Catcher. Thank you for redeeming drink water. Everybody be sure to stay hydrated. If you have a glass of water near you, then do take a sip. And if not, consider getting one. You probably don't need to drink 2 full glasses in 2 hours like I have, but that's viewers for you. Yeah, I probably should add it to the list of misspellings. Good point. I'll do that at some point. Thank you. Thank you, Marsha Karsha, for your suggestion. hello, Ratnicula. Welcome in. Don't know if I've seen you here before. Hope you're having a good day. Just playing a little bit of Dorf. I appreciate the lurk. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Probably about 30 to 45 minutes until we raid out. But don't worry, I have a raid planned and there will be good content there too. If you haven't seen this before, this is Dorf Romantic, and I am trying to get to 1 million points in classic mode. At this point I have everything set up to get there, it's just a case of actually putting in the work to place the tiles. And every so often you get a tile like this one, which stubbornly refuses to fit anywhere good. There's not too bad. You're still slowly gaining tiles on our tile stack as well. Most of the gains come from closing lots of quests at once, but we started this stream with 11:30-ish and we've got 11:42 now, so gains are still happening. This tile might actually be better off here, so let's do that. Interesting. There probably works. Is this the tile I need for here? No, it's almost the right tile, but not the right tile. I'm sure it will come along at some point. Any day now. Yes, almost. It almost works, but it doesn't work. One day we'll find a towel that does work. And then we will be happy. Ah, Alice, thank you for picking up your flower of the day. It's Sticky Mouse here. Okay, that is particularly relevant for Alice, I feel. I feel like the one plant we could choose to give to Alice. Enjoy your Sticky Mouse here. We'll have to do that as the botany redeem at some point. So I can show Alice what it looks like. I know, Alice, I know. It's amazing what names people have come up with over the years. It seems a shame when we have to use the scientific name instead of the common names when they're as fun as that one. Tibago showing off the rat. Tibago, have you discovered a secret? Extended rat. I know, it's really pretty. I will do. Have to remind me in a future stream, and I'll do a proper. When I do my midstream botany little discussion, I will do Sticky Mouse here. That will be nice. No mice were harmed in the naming of this plant, by the way. Just that, yeah. Supposedly the leaves are soft and furry like mouse's ears. There's a plant called cat's ear as well, which is again supposedly soft and furry. 607 rails. Yeah, we might not be finishing this quest, but never mind. We'll put it on the board anyway. That gives us. Oh, we actually finished a rail quest here. This train here with the 1+ above it is actually going to be completed. Hooray. This is just awkward because now I've got a river here I need to worry about, but never mind. You think it's worth trying to close off this river? It would take so long, but how many flags would I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, only 6 actually. Yeah. No, 7. Yeah, 7 flags. Closing it off. Actually, probably not worth it. It's only 35 tiles. I don't need 35 tiles. It would be a lot of hassle. I think we can probably just leave it. What I do need to do at some point is connect these two areas. So this river here and this river here are not actually connected. This whole area of water here is not connected to this whole area of water. But right now I have all these fixed size quests, and if I connect this, I'm going to fail all of those quests. So let's not do that. But one day we shall do that. It is a problem for future Emma. Future Emma is an idiot. There's another railway that needs one more, so we do get another quest at least. There we go. It may be future Emma's problem, but it's past Emma's fault. Indeed. And the one common thread here is Emma. Emma's life is just a series of chain of past Emma creating problems for future Emma. That is a good way to summarise it. I'm sure I needed this piece somewhere. Where did I need this piece? Not there. Can't remember where I needed this piece. I mean, there's places it will go. Let's just put it here. You know Emma's getting tired when she can't even play Dorf properly. Like, it should be the one thing that's ingrained in my mind by now is how to match up these tiles. But apparently not. Uh, 610 rails again, thank you. Oh wow, oh no, I was going to say, we have more than 610. No, this area is actually closed off. They could quite easily put a railway here, but for whatever reason they didn't. And so this doesn't connect. You have to get a replacement bus service to make that connection. Go there. How likely is it I close off this quest? 50 plus. Yeah, that's never happening. I'll just put it here. Okay, I still think I needed this tile somewhere, but I still don't see where. So... not the replacement. Ah, I see Tivago has used British public transport before. Okay, I do know where I need to put this tile, which is over here. Because it's the only way to complete this quest. Now I do need to think about closing off this area, because doing so would actually get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flags. And I know I said that 7 flags wasn't worth it to close off just now, but that's when I said it wasn't worth it to try and close off all of this water. By contrast, closing off the fields only requires closing off these 4 tiles. That's all I would need to do, would be to close here and here. And I could collect 35 tiles, so I'll do that at some point. And there's only 2 more to go on this, so should be able to collect. Hazel is a Zelzel! Oh my god!
Hazel Azazel has subscribed for 2 months. What a yarno.
Okay, well the bot can't say your name either, sorry about that. Thank you so much for the resub. It's been a month already. Thank you, Hazel. That means a lot to me, and I much appreciate it. Let's do a quick shout out to Hey Zell, Zell. Yes. We can just call you Hazel. I shouldn't be funny with people's names like this. Hello, Hazel. Thank you for resubscribing. And everybody go check out Hazel's stream. Hazel has been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, and it's been a great chill stream for me to hang out in while I've been at work. That has been a lot of fun. We are just playing a little bit of Cozy Dorf this evening. Well, this is annoying. Come on, game, you got the right tiles, just not in the right order. I need the mirrored version of this tile, and then it'll work. Sure, there's somewhere else I can put this one. Maybe there's somewhere in my in this area. Yes, so frustrating. But there will be a place for this tile. Every tile has its place. It would go very nicely here if it wasn't for this railway. Almost fits here as well, not quite. Silly game. Nope. Aha! There we are. Found somewhere. I knew we'd find somewhere eventually. Yeah, I've played this game so much now, I think I've become quite good at spotting places to put things. So, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure. It's not a very transferable skill, being good at Dorf. Once again, this would be a great fit for this place if it wasn't for this tiny little piece of rail here that somehow made its way into this section. Hello, welcome back, Ren. I got very good at spotting Lego pieces in a pile when I was younger. Yes, when there's that one piece you want and it's in the pile with everything else. I definitely sympathise with that, Ren. I might do a Lego stream at some point. I think I'd need to get another camera, but yeah, it's something I've considered. Although I wouldn't just be making up a build from a box of pieces like I did when I was younger. I'd probably buy a set and assemble it on stream. They do wildflower sets now, like a botany set, so that would be relevant content, I guess. That was, yeah, that's no good there. We'll have to put it here. Yes, I have considered using my phone. My phone camera isn't very good. Long term, I'm probably going to want a second face cam anyway, so I might invest in it at some point. Means it'll take even longer to break even on my spending on streaming, but that's okay. That is not an issue for me. Not quite a Nokia 3310. I have a smartphone. It's just not like not one of these fancy ones with their fancy cameras. There we go. Well, we've reached 864,000, so we've done our 20,000, which is sort of our soft goal for the stream. So that's good. Is there anywhere I can put this that doesn't fail? There's here, I suppose. Yeah, that might happen one day. I'll add it to this section. Yeah, 20,000 per stream is roughly the pace I want to get the timing right of having 1 million. Mostly just I don't have to think of another game to do on Fridays for the time being. It's tempting to put this here, but this section of houses isn't connected to the other sections of houses, so that would be pretty bad because I need 4,000 houses for this. It's going to have to go over here so that it's connected. Like that. So we can think about wrapping up the stream anytime we want to now. I'll go for 3.5 hours as a compromise. I wasn't sure whether to do 3 or 4, so we'll compromise and do 3.5. And then we will see how Ophelia is getting on with the snails. Assume she's still okay. Yes, she is still alive. She was not sure how long she could go for, but I think she wanted to at least stay until the community event started, which is in about half an hour. So the stream is not compromised, Ren. Don't worry. Only I can't decide how long to do it for, so I'm going to do it halfway between the two possibilities. Because that must be the right answer. Okay, we only need 2 more pieces on this big railway, so we should probably do that. Yeah, and then end it here. I won't be able to finish all the quests, but if I block this off, then I can close the flags and start a new one, and then my quests will be a bit smaller, which will be nice, because at the moment my rail quests are pretty much impossible. Well, these are okay. The fixed size rail quests are okay. The plus quests are impossible, pretty much. Let's do that and then put a water station there. Yeah, just need. If what I've read in the Dorf Romantic Discord is accurate, you are guaranteed to get water train stations every so often, which is good because they are the only way of filling certain tiles. You've put both a river and a railway into a particular tile. That can be the only tile that will complete it. This is another of those tiles that you feel there should be a spot for somewhere, but then can never find one. Here is actually pretty good. The moment I talk about probably closing off my big railway, it gives me a 613 rail quest. Lovely. Just what I always wanted. Let me file that over here with the other things I don't care about. Awkward tile. Here is probably okay, and at some point I need to figure out how I'm going to close this. I think it's okay. Nope. 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 fits there. Okay, what's left for closing off this railway? There's this place here, there's that. No, not that. Just this, that, and that, and that. Need to find that exact shape. That little gap. And then I think it's just this gap here. So we're getting close to closing it off. Yeah, I think I just want to wait for end pieces now and these two specific pieces to close that off. So I'm not, all the rest of my rail pieces I'm going to put somewhere else. Like here, for example. LT Bago says, there's nothing on earth like a genuine bona fide electrified 6-car monorail. Well, there's no monorails in Dorf, I'm afraid. Sorry to disappoint on that front. What to do with these rails? What to do? Let's just start a new railway, like here, maybe. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Very funny, T-Bago. Very funny. Yeah, still waiting for these. I'm actually waiting for very similar tiles of those two gaps. And this gap. They will come along at some point. Ooh, a new water quest. 1700 tiles now. They do be getting crazy at this point. There's absolutely no chance of ever completing this quest, by the way. I should have come up with a round number to end the stream on as well. I don't think I have this time. I wonder what we can come up with. I guess 867,000, since we're coming up to an hour and a half now. Yeah, that'll do. 867. So we'll have done 23,000, which is a funny total, but it's a thing that has happened. Dorf was played, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a success. Still not the right tile for here, by the way. Still giving us the mirrored version. Is it the right tile for anywhere else? I suppose we can use it here. This actually might be better than using it in the forest area. And this we definitely want to put there. Right, let's see if we can make around 867,000. Ren says, what's the next viewer requested game? So yeah, we completed Fez last Sunday stream. The next viewer requested game, I've decided to do Cosmic Express next. So that is a puzzle game by the same developers that made Monsters Expedition, which I very much enjoyed. In no particular order, once we're done with Cosmic Express, we will have Spiritfarer, which I will be buying because it's just gone on sale. Mika and the Witch's Mountain when that's released. Last Campfire. And Snail Simulator. As I say, big content update for Snail Simulator coming out, or has just come out, which I won't be playing now because I don't want to detract from Ophelia's stream, especially since there is Ophelia specific content in the game. I don't want to spoil anything, but that is a thing. So looking forward to that. But at some point, when things have settled down and there has not just been a content update, I will also play it on stream. I did promise to play it on stream, and the dev was in the stream when I made that promise, so I can't really go back on it now. I'm not sure, it's not quite as good of a fit for my streams as it is for Ophelia's, because Ophelia does a lot of talking on her streams. And whilst I do some talking, I don't... Ophelia really benefits from a game that is where you can sort of have the gameplay as background and talk over it. Like Dorf. But my chat is not quite as active as her. But yes, we will definitely play it at some point. Oh, this has got a railway on. That's an annoying piece. We could put it here. Make this a tiny railway. I might actually do that. It doesn't work to close that off. Doesn't work anywhere really, does it? Silly to close that off now. We could start yet another new railway here. Let's do that. Yeah, why not? There's going to be a space here. 970. Okay, I'm trying to get the round number on this total. So I'm making some odd placements because of it. 980. See, now here would score too much. I need to score exactly 20 points. Devago says you yap a lot too, you just keep playing while you yap. I suppose. Not as much as Ophelia. Like, that sounds mean. I don't mean it that way. It's that sort of content is really nice. I just mean that. I think to carry on a stream for 4 hours, I need a game with actual gameplay in it. That's all I mean. That should do it. Okay, 867,000 points. We shall leave it there for tonight. We are 444th on the leaderboard, which is also a nice number. None of those numbers are nice, but let's not look at them. But just in case anybody watching wants to know about my tiles placed, it is 10,154. And we have actually, our perfect placement percentage has gone up from 95.6 to 95.7, so we have been playing perfectly. Tibango says, I like listening to people talk, the game is mostly secondary. Yeah, I agree, and the same sort of goes for me when I'm watching streams, but when I'm streaming myself, I can't just sit and talk for 4 hours, I need something to play. And I quite like challenging puzzle games, which do require actual thought sometimes. Anyway, yes, we shall end things there, I think. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you in particular to Hazel for resubscribing, to Alice for the raid, Dustin Dude for 5 bits and a raid, to Wow I Plays for the follow, Rooney for the raid, and also again to Mandiology for following, since that was earlier today. We are going to raid now, and I believe it is going to be Ophelia6277, who I never normally get to raid because normally she streams earlier in the day, and sometimes she has raided me, but I have never raided her. So let us do that. Let's just check that there is snail gameplay occurring. I can confirm snail gameplay is occurring. Good. Let's get that raid sorted. If you would like to spam a raid message in chat, and I encourage you to do so, then subscribers can say this, and non-subscribers can say this. I will be back I'll be back tomorrow with the 4th instalment of Infinifactory, which is getting very difficult now. Sunday, I will be back with Cosmic Express, starting a new puzzle game. That will be a lot of fun. I will be back here at the same time, same place next week with the next instalment of my giant classic mode Dorf, as we continue our quest to 1,000,000 points. Ophelia was playing Snail Simulator, which is a lovely not idle, but like walking simulator, cozy, casual, have the game and talk over it type game, which is really fun and has a personal touch for Ophelia in. So if you could all show your love over there, that would be hugely appreciated. Piper is backing me up here that it's fun. Also, hello Piper, sorry coming in at the last minute. So thank you all once again for watching, and bye for now.